والحسين عليهما السلام. So he says, this is the fourth interpretation of the verse. The fifth interpretation, بيقولوا إنه no, his aunt, يعني Yaqub's sister, she was the caretaker because Rahil died. Rahil, the mother of Yusuf, died at early age. Yusuf was young, him and Benjamin. And that's why Yaqub probably favored these two over the rest of the brothers. Why? Because they're orphans and they're young. And of course you're going to favor the young over the elders because the elders are khalas, they're past their prime. You got to take care of the young right now. In addition to that, they're young. So Yusuf alayhi salam is under the caretaking of his aunt. His aunt loved Yusuf so much, when the caretaking period was over, she came to take him. She accused Yusuf of stealing the belt. And she brought Yusuf and she says to his father Yaqub, and he stole the belt. And the hukm al-jinai at that time, meaning the punishment for stealing a belt, was different than today. The punishment was doing what? He will serve me. He will stay with me. Yaqub didn't agree to that, but they're saying this is what the brothers of Yusuf are leaning towards, that Yusuf alayhi salam did this. And when أذن مؤذن أيتها العير إنكم لسارقون, he is accusing them, no, it is you that stole me from my father Yaqub. I didn't steal anything, it is you that thieves. My own brothers stole me from my own father. This relationship between the brothers of the same mother and the brothers of the same fathers, Imam Hussein alayhi salam on the day of Karbala did not have a problem with it. Why? Al-Abbas alayhi salam, along with 8 other brothers, came with Imam Hussein. These were the brothers from the same father. Yet Imam Hussein alayhi salam, you could not tell that there was a problem between these. They interacted with each other and connected with each other. Especially Al-Abbas alayhi salam. Imam Hussein alayhi salam was so protective over this brother of his, لأنه أبو الفضل al-Abbas was the son of Fatima bint Huzam, which we call al-Banin. There was 3 other brothers al-Abbas alayhi salam, but he loved Abbas for what Abbas was. But he never showed favoritism in front of his brothers. That's why his brothers, when they came to the battlefield, they all came showing Imam Hussein that, Hussein, we are the brothers from the same father and the same mother. Abbas alayhi salam agreed with Imam Hussein that on the day of Karbala, that me and you will shout out, Hussein, you will say, Ana ibn Muhammad al-Mustafa. And Abbas, when I say that, it is sort of a command that you have to come back and say what? Ana ibn Ali al-Murtada. So when I say, Ana ibn Muhammad al-Mustafa, Hussein will say that, Abbas will come back and say, Ana ibn Ali al-Murtada. Hussein, why do you want us to say that? He says, because I want Zainab and the women to hear us. When we say that, they will know that we are alive. We don't want Zainab and the rest of the females to come out every now and then to check out if we are alive or not. So I will say, Ana ibn Ali, Ana ibn Muhammad al-Mustafa. Abbas, when you hear me, you will say, Ana ibn Ali al-Murtada. We have a plan. We'll keep communicating within each other, with each other. Abbas alayhi salam agreed. And on the 7th day of Ashura, Al-Abbas alayhi salam was always known to be called as-Saqqa. Saqqa, he would go get the water for the Ahlul Bayt. And on the 10th day of Ashura, when the army of Ibn Ziyad closed off the Euphrates, Al-Abbas alayhi salam was busy fighting, Al-Hussein alayhi salam was busy fighting, and both of them would check up on the women in the camp every now and then to see what's going on, to see if they need anything. It co-happened on the way back, Al-Abbas alayhi salam, he with a listening ear to one of the camps, he enters this camp, he listens on the other camp, he hears his niece, Sukayna alayhi salam, grabbing Abdullah al-Radi', her brother, and she's saying, don't worry, she's trying to talk. She knows she's thirsty, and Abdullah is 6 months old, cannot understand what she's saying, but she's kind of comforting herself. She says, don't worry, halla as-Saqqa, which is my uncle Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas is going to get you the water. Don't worry. Al-Abbas alayhi salam heard that. He understood إنه Sukayna alayhi salam عم تسلي نفسها. يعني she's trying to convince herself يلا هلا Abbas. And she knows that the battlefield, there's an ongoing battlefield outside. Al-Abbas alayhi salam goes and meets Al-Hussein at the camp. He says, Aba Abdullah, I want you to give me permission to go to the water of the Euphrates. Because as of now, Hussein, the permission that you gave me, that I should stay in the defense mode. I'm not going to attack. I'm defending right now. You got one side, I got one side, we're defending. We're close to the camp. I want your permission that I go to the Euphrates, grab some water, and bring it back to Sukayna. I heard your daughter Sukayna say 1, 2, and 3. Imam Hussein looks at Abbas. He says, Abbas, I don't know if I can let go of you like this. I need you by my side. I don't know if it's worth it for you to go to the Euphrates. Al-Abbas alayhi salam never used to communicate with his brother. He never says Akhi. He always used to say him Sayyidi, Mawlai, Yabna Fatimata al-Zahra, Imami, kada. While they're having this conversation, Abbas, Imam Hussein says, Abbas, when are you going to call me Akhi? When are you going to say brother? Abbas was bashful. Because it won't come out of my mouth. I always have to address you because you're my imam, you're my superior. Says Abbas, looks at him, says Abbas, I'd like to hear it from you. Although we are from the same father, but you know who that father is. Abbas, before we die, I'd like to hear that word from you. Abbas bashfully walks away from his brother, Imam Hussein. And the listening ear of Hussein is yet to hear Abbas calling him brother. It was a umniya lil Imam al-Hussein. So Hussein tells him, go ahead to the waters. Abbas alayhi salam enters the army and he goes, he makes his way to the waters. He arrives at the waters after separating the army. He arrives at the water, and when he arrives at the water, and normally human nature dictates, he's thirsty, he fills up his water jug and he grabs some to drink. And then he thinks for a moment there. And the army was just waiting for Abbas to come back. And he starts speaking to himself, Al-Abbas, what we call rujuza. It's known, Abbas alayhi salam. He says, Ya nafsu min ba'd al-Husayn huni. Starts talking to himself. He said, how could I do this? A tribute to Hussein, who hasn't drank water. A tribute to Ali al-Akbar, who died without drinking water. A tribute to him, يا نفس من بعد الحسين هوني وبعده لا كنت أن تكوني هذا حسين وارد المنون وتشربين بارد المعين تالله ما هذا فعال ديني ولا فعال صادق اليقين. Hussein is about to meet death, and Ya nafs, what kind of soul, what kind of self are you? You're trying to drink while your brother hasn't drank yet. أنا أشرب الماء أنا أشرب لبيذ الماء حاشا وهلي قضوا كلهم عطاشا يا نفس من بعد الحسين هوني. He goes back. On his way back, he decides not to drink water. He takes the jug of water, he places it. His horse comes back through the palm trees. As he goes, somebody surprises him, hits him on his right hand. He loses his right hand, the sword falls out of his hand, and the horse is still running. And all Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salam cares about is to make sure the water gets to the camp, because he promised Sukayna that he's going to give her the water. As he is going, everybody realized what he was doing. They got arrows and they started shooting, trying to get to the water so the water would drain down. And somebody surprised him from the left-hand side and cut off his left hand. Abbas alayhi salam, the mountain that he is, stood solid till somebody finally came behind him and hit him